At this pivotal time in humanity's evolution, we are beginning to remember our organic technology. A technology, when used correctly, can create an experience that the majority of the people the world over want to live. It is time to use this technology consciously for our own benefit and healing, and no longer unconsciously for our own demise. We are divine creators, creating both our own personal experience and our collective experience moment to moment. We invite you to join us as we reawaken this technology through experiment and experience our power to create and manifest. Become part of the 3%. Hello and welcome everyone to this week's Collective Imagination Show. Glad to have you here. Our welcome to Bob Wright.
Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Lisa. Everyone, glad to be here. Welcome.
You always sound so wonderful first thing in the morning for me.
Well, it's not first thing in the morning for me. It's 8 p.m.
Yeah, but it is for me, so I get to wake up to you. It's nice. And Brian Kelly.
Hello, 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 Lisa, everyone. Glad to be here.
Oh, you fit your smooth voice on too.
That's exactly what Bob just said. I just don't say it as smoothly. It doesn't sound as good coming out of my mouth.
That wasn't bad. That was not bad.
It's the lips, Bri.
Oh.
You gotta have the nigger lips, you know.
I'm working on it. How does one grow a pair of those? I
could probably
white
give
boy
you. I could probably get you a good fat lip.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
It's gonna be that kind of show, huh? All right. Yeah.
So, guys, thank you for those of you who have gone and signed up to the forum and started some conversations. Nice stuff. It seems the majority of the comments so far are, I'm coming on tour. So that's exciting. I just got a message from another girlfriend who's in Florida who said that her husband wasn't behaving very well yesterday, so with an apology, she said, you have to buy me an RV. So, bit of blackmail never went very far, you know, why not? And it sounds like from the messages that I'm getting, not just in the forum, but personally, you guys are ready to go on the road. I love it. You don't just want to hold a meet up in your area. You want to get in that car and go on the road. So I really do see this is going to be quite the community on wheels. Yes, says Judy in the chat room. A road trip. Excuse me.
Calm down, Judy. Dang it.
She's so excited. So's Randy. Randy, he's out there and he's excited because he's going to be joining us on the road. And apparently we already have somebody signed up to document the whole thing for us. Photo, video, I'm hoping as well. Be our cameraman, which will be wonderful. So, once again, as we did yesterday, to start the show, we'd like all of you, as we will do, to take a moment, take in a nice deep breath, and center yourself. Clear your energy. Brush yourself down. Get rid of all attachments and thoughts that you've brought with you to this moment. Because the next 2 hours is yours. It's your time. Set that intent. This is your time to connect with your family, your people, your tribe. Feel centered. Nice. Okay, I'm ready to play.
Yes, now that we're all self-centered, let's have some fun.
That's it. We've actually got someone with their hand up already. Should we bring them into the conversation?
Wow, absolutely.
Area code 661.
That's a Skype number.
Good day, folks.
Oh, good day.
Good day.
How are you?
Good. Who's this?
Who's this?
This is Barnaby.
Oh, Barnaby.
Hey, is this Aussie Bob?
Bob.
Also known as?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
How are you, sweetheart? I'm sorry I haven't been very available on Skype. I've been very busy.
Okay, you're always available in my mind, so that's enough for me.
There you go.
Yeah.
We get the telepathy thing down and it won't be a problem.
I'm restraining myself, Lisa, just so you know.
What did I mean? Did it go over my head?
It's okay.
I'm sort of getting half of what you're saying. I'd just like to start my offering today with something that's conscious intent. I would like to say something that I really love about each and every one of you guys, and if it's okay with you, I'd like to start with Brian.
Oh, wow, of course that's
easiest.
okay. Yes, please.
Okay, Brian. What I love about you is your boisterous exuberance. It's for me, it's infectious, and I really like that presence in my life. So thank you, mate, for that. Bob, that voice, that beautiful golden honey coffee-colored voice. Oh, we've got to sing together, mate. We've got to sing together. Maybe we could do a duet of some Nat King Cole songs or something. But we got to sing together. But beyond the voice, for me, the timbre of your voice.
Thank you. I'm speechless.
The timbre of your voice, Bob, for me is all to some place of calmness, serenity, comfort, safety. I just really like to thank you for that. And then finally, and Lisa, you were the trickiest one for me, but I'd like to honour your pioneer. Yay! Yeah, complicated machine. I'd really like to honour your pioneer spirit and your skills of facilitation. But what I really love most about you, that I've noticed, is the beautiful way you can segue almost seamlessly between head space and heart space. And for me, that's boom.
Thank you.
And as I said at the beginning, I offer this as with conscious intention, and I offer this as a loving contradiction to a distress that seems so present in Western society, where we criticize each other. It's even funny in Australia to greet somebody by saying, "Oh, g'day, you fat old bastard," and everybody laughs.
It's a term of endearment.
Well, hey. Well, not for me. I've just been stabbed 3 times in 3 seconds by somebody that purports to be a friend. Now, wouldn't it be nice if we just all greeted each other with something supportive and loving? And this goes in line with something that Bob said the other day about just individually us all making small changes. Now, if we all did that, just imagine what change we could manifest in the sort of energy that's going on at the moment. Anyway, that's my conscious intention. Quickly, the first thing I like to share is where I am with free will, freedom of choice. Let's see. Well, 20 years ago, I didn't even know there was a bus, but now I'm on a bus, and it's called consciousness. And so I walk up the aisle, and I sit down on the seat, and I bounce up and down, and I don't quite like this seat, so I move to another seat, and I look out the window, and I'll look out this other window. So here I am, I'm a passenger on the bus called consciousness, and I can bounce around the bus and do my pole dancing on the poles and swing from the handles on the ceiling. I can even climb on the roof of the bus if I want to. But I'm a passenger on the bus. I'm quite you know, I'm enjoying the ride. And if I look forward, I can see it's a fuzzy outline in the back of the driver's head. And I've tried talking to him, but I can't get through at the moment. So, you know, the bus is going wherever he takes it. And it sort of raises the question for me, do I want to be the bus driver? So I think about that. And if I did, where would I go? I'm quite happy at the moment being passenger on the bus of consciousness, wherever it goes. I'm really enjoying the ride. So that's my view of the evolution of consciousness. I've got a feeling that one day I might be the driver, but oh my God, what a responsibility! You know, I'm a ship's captain. That's bad enough for me.
Well, Barnaby, the funny thing is you're the driver, you're every passenger, and you're the bus itself.
Yeah,
there's a different perspective for you.
Oh, nice one.
For me, Brian, you know, you've got your beliefs, and I'm just sharing mine. So at the moment, I don't. Yeah. Okay. Fair call. Okay. Yeah. And it's people have told me, Bob, you're fiercely independent. Bob, you're savagely assertive. And I go, oh, thank you. And I'm thinking, well, hang on. Here's a person that's trying to put a label on me. Now, why would they want to be doing that? For me, labels are for supermarkets. I'm just Bob, you know. Because for me, if somebody's want to put a label on me, they've made a judgment. And if they've made a judgment, where is acceptance in that? You know. Anyway, I'll finish
Bob,
up.
I would say that's more a comment about them than it is about you, because to use the word savagely, it means that they're threatened by it.
Oh, yeah, but, you know I'm okay, and I live by the mantra of do no harm. And the last thing I'd like to do, and I just love being able to join you guys, is just share my latest visualization, if it's okay. Only take a couple of minutes.
Yes,
is that all right?
Yes, sure.
Okay. So Barnaby's just taken me ashore for my daily constitutional walk because he knows I need the exercise. And we're walking from the sailing club through the park towards the playground. And in the distance, I can see the seesaw. And I think in the States you call it a teeter-totter, a board or something. But I know it's a seesaw. Yeah? And so walking towards the seesaw, and there's one seat down on the ground and another seat up in the air. And the seat that's sitting on the ground it's got a big label on it. It's got a big sign. It says, competition. I thought, oh, that's interesting. I've never seen a sign on a seesaw before on the seat that says competition. And then I look at the seat that's up in the air, and that's got a label too, and that says cooperation. And I thought, oh, yeah. Anyway, so I wander over and climb on the seesaw and climb up to the seat of cooperation. There's a few nice people in there. And sit and have a chat and enjoying the view over the bay. And then I look across the park and there's some more friends coming towards the seesaw. And I wave to them and they come on board the seesaw and they climb up to the cooperation seat and sit down and snuggle down. And within a few moments, I'm talking to everybody, and everybody's talking, and somebody cracks a joke, and then somebody else cracks a joke, and there's a load of laughter going on, and somebody starts singing, and meanwhile, at the sort of down in the competition seat, all I can hear is sort of shouting and screaming, and buy now, sell now, right, and there's all this sort of angst going on, and then slowly, as more friends arrive and get into the cooperation seat, the seat starts to move. And so we're all like in an amusement park, our seat's going down, and we're all going, yippee, way, this is fun. And there's a gentle bump as our seat hits the ground. Meanwhile, from the competition seat, there's screams of terror and fright. Oh my God, what's happening? Something's changing, the world's changing. And so our competition seat is on the ground, and finally our song drowns out the terror from the seat and the people in the competition seat, and they can hear our song. So what do? They come sliding down the plank into our cooperation seat and join in. And so, without pushing, without shoving, simply by sitting in the right seat, we have manifested a change. And that's the visualization. I tend to operate on video. Inside my head there's a screen, and plasma's got nothing on it, mate. The screen inside my mind is awesome. And so this little visualization that I currently use is like a banner going across the top. It's on continual playback, So I just love my inner video screen, because I don't have a television. I haven't had one for 15 years. But I think I've said enough, because other people want to contribute.
Yeah, we've got actually quite a few hands up very early on in the piece. So.
Bob, that was beautiful.
It was beautiful, Bob. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Well,
super cool.
Yeah. In closing, I was going to present my position on something Bob said the other day about personal accountability and personal responsibility and personal empowerment. And for me, that all comes under what I would call sovereignty. And that was what I was going to talk about. But I woke up at 2 o'clock this morning with that topic going through my head, and I ended up writing a short story. I've sort of got halfway through. I've been up to 2:30. I'm an engineer. I have never written a story before in my life. I am just blown away by what's coming through for me. And so I've called the story The Existence Tool Bag. So when it's finished, I'll share it with you. Hopefully next time.
Why don't you, when it's finished, send it through to me, and if we're both comfortable with it, I'll publish it for you.
Yeah. Please publish it. And there's Ian Lungold said, yes, it is copyrighted. Copy it right and share it with everyone.
We'll get it finished.
That's what that means. Oh man, I've been misinterpreting that all along.
That's what I do with my. That's what I do with my music. I'm a traditional folk singer, and so I've recorded lots of traditional folk songs, and I just post them on the net. Or people say, can I have a CD, and they just give me the cost of the CD. Music's free. It's passion. Passion is free. You can't. How can you put a monetary value on passion? Hey?
You can't.
No. And so that's where I come from. That's where I
Bob,
come from.
The next time when I'm down under, we'll do that song together.
Yeah. What just pops into my head, Bob. It's Rambling Rose, while you ramble, no one knows, though I love you with a love true, who can cling to a rambling rose. Nat King Cole, one of my heroes. Goodbye, folks. I'll be listening.
Thank you, Bob.
Thanks, Barnaby. That was awesome.
I think we've got somebody else for the song. I'm not
calling
sure.
all singers. If you can
and
sing.
Also calling all Lisas. Yesterday was Deborah Day. We had 4 Deborahs call in, all for the first time. So if your name is Lisa, whether you've called in before or not, give us a call. See if we can increase our numbers each day.
Sorry, Lisa, I already changed it to Bob Day in the chat room. So we already got one.
We've got area code 864. I don't know who or what is 864, but something's going on in the chat room. So 864. Hello.
Yeah, how y'all doing?
Oh, good, Dylan. Who's this?
This Richard Lynn, member of the One People. Was at the Randy reunion, and when Randy picked up the stone that said imagine, and I've got it on my Facebook site right now, showing it off. Anyway, I'm a poet, and I was over after the Randy meeting. My wife Linda and I went over to what I call the Lake House community over in North Carolina, and was walking around, and I heard Chase and Cindy talking over there, and they said something about being and doing. And I came back here, and it just hit me. I'm going to write a little song. I'm calling it Be and Do Song by Richard Lynn for Chase and Lindy. Here we go.
Nice. Oh my God, this is awesome.
Hello.
Go ahead.
Okay, gotta just be and do. It isn't really something new. Just be and do. And to your own self, be true. When you just be, you're true. And you walk in skies of blue. Just be and do. Shake a little dew off of your shoe. Every day is new. Only got a few, so let it shine a different hue. And just be and do. Wake up, that's your clue. You can moan and cry, dread the day, curse the sky. Never be, do, or try. Be unhappy till you die. So just be and do, 'cause gratitude will see you through. Then look around, who knew? There your friends, love grew. That's this.
Oh.
That's
wonderful.
Oh, Lynn is awesome.
That's for the one people, y'all. Y'all got a little Texas accent, you can tell. Maybe Linda and I'll
the Enjoy show.
Huh?
You called into the Enjoy show. Now you're making your rounds. Next week you got to call.
Yeah. Linda and I sit here in our room, and she just tunes into every one of them, and I listen and write some poetry and songs, and we just have a good time listening to y'all.
Oh, love it.
Richard, thank you so much. Awesome. That was beautiful.
Oh, thank you so much for listening. I'm sure everybody knows that we're having some more meetings, and the more meetings we have, the more we can share our love, and that is the secret to getting the whole one people all over the United States and in the world. I know it can happen. I used to be an old hippie, and we tried once, but I think this time we're going to succeed.
Oh, I love it. Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
We will win. We've already won.
We already have. I like that attitude. Thank you much.
Thanks for calling in, Lynn. We really appreciate it.
You're welcome. Enjoyed.
All right, thanks.
Sorry, I had to mute out the train. Bad train.
But we've got the coolest personalities. Oh,
I know. We got a singer and a poet. Anybody want to call in and play a little ditty on some kind of instrument now?
Well, let's see what we got. We got area code 951.
Hello?
Hello.
Is that Lydia?
It's me.
It's Lydia.
Wow. I'm thrilled. I've been listening since December, and I'm so excited to be on. I just love all of you so much.
Yes.
And
what's your name? Sorry,
it's so beautiful what you're doing. I live in Hemet. I'm really close. Well, not real close, but close to Brian, and I'd sure like to connect.
What was your name?
Becky. I could change it to Lisa if you need for me to.
Just for today. I'm going to call you Lisa just for today.
Way better than Bob. Please don't change it to
No,
Bob.
my name is Becky, and I live in Hemet, California, and I would love to find other people that are awake. And I have lots of friends, but they don't quite get it. So I'm holding the light and the dark, and so that we're the one. And I just wanted to sing a song.
Oh, beautiful. Awesome.
Okay, and these songs, they just happen. I don't know what song is going to come out. It just happens.
Okay.
So I might cry because this is so wonderful, but I'll try not to because I sing better when I don't cry.
Okay.
So my heart is so full. It's beaming with so much love. I am blessed in knowing my wonderful soul family awakening to us all. We're joining together as a oneness, and we will come into the righteousness of knowing that each one of us is the gold. We'll claim our rights and make a life, a world so grand, you see. It's a beautiful thing to feel the love of each one of you. It wasn't my best, but it was full of a
Becky,
lot
you
of
got
love.
me crying, sweetheart, so don't worry, you did very well.
I'm waiting for a Disney bird
tears
to
are
come
what wash the world clean.
Oh, that was awesome. Bob says he's waiting for a Disney bird to come fly and land on Becky's shoulder. Me too, man. Becky, that was really...
Zippity-yay. My, oh my, what a wonderful day. Plenty of sunshine heading our way. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay.
You're dating yourself, Becky.
So thanks for calling 951 area code and letting me be a part of the voice out of the closet.
Becky, you know, we're working on putting together a Southern California meetup, and it very well may parlay into our first 5D media network stop because we're considering starting it down this way. So just keep listening in and for more details, and you can definitely Himmet's not that far, so you can meet up.
No, and I would love to be a part of that. I haven't quite figured out how to get on that forum thing. I have growth potential in computers, but that's a lovely thing because I love to grow. And so not a problem. And thank you all for being such giant hearts and helping us all wake up to the amazing gold that each one of us is, because coming into that gold and uniting as one, we are the sun. We are the sun, this amazing Gaia star, and it's so wonderful to actually say hello.
Hello
so
to you.
To hear your voice.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Becky.
Oh, you're welcome. I love you all more than
I have
you.
to have a box of tissues handy.
That was beautiful.
Now.
Yeah, thank you so much, Becky. We love you too.
Thank you, and I'll call again.
Yes, please do.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Becky.
Thank you. Oh, man. It's going to be one of those days. Where's my tissues?
I put in the chat, we got to put Becky and Lydia together. That would be a riot. In a really awesomely cute kind of way.
That would be perfect. They could lullaby us all to sleep.
Oh, yes. They could argue about politics and banking and government, and I could still sleep to their conversation.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, for anybody who is also having trouble joining in the 5D forum, I just decided right now that I'm also going to put a Skype group together, yet another one. So if you don't have Skype or you're having trouble getting into the forum, first of all, keep trying, because that's the main point. That's the main source.
The main problem with getting into the forum was clicking on the link that came in the email. For some reason, it was taking people back to the wrong page, and it couldn't be changed. So there is no link in that email anymore. But if you just go to the website, click on forum, and log in, you shouldn't have a problem. Just don't follow any links there. Does that make sense?
Kind of. And if you still have a problem after that, I will be starting a Skype group. Just saying. I'm just tech savvy, and I had a problem with it. So it's all good. It's a great forum, and everybody can chat there. But I might as well get a couple forums going. So.
Okay.
Just saying.
Just saying.
No
problem.
All right.
Area code 217.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello. Hey, everybody. This is Callow.
Callow.
Yes.
Hey, Callow.
Yeah, hi everybody. I wasn't planning on it, although I do sing as well. I don't have anything prepared, But yeah, I do sing a lot, usually.
Like more than just in the shower, or?
No, I've been in several bands, yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, well, gosh.
It must be something else, just...
Yeah, it doesn't have to be relative to this conversation. You can just sing us a little ditty.
Well, let me see what happens. But I actually kind of wanted to talk about a couple other things first.
Fair enough. What's up, buddy?
I just wanted to say, I have been listening since the beginning. I've been following. I must have heard about it, like the day or two after it all happened. So this was my first time calling in.
Awesome.
But I feel like I've been right with everybody through all the ups and downs and twists and turns, since December. And it's
been a ride.
Really, yeah, it has been, definitely. And I'm the one who sent you, Lisa and Brian, a message last night along with Freeman about the RV, about the bus thing. I don't know if you...
Oh, yeah, I saw that. Yep.
Oh, I haven't seen that. Was it an email?
Yep.
It was on
you check your email.
Yeah.
Oh, was it Facebook?
It was, yeah.
I'll have to have a look.
Yep.
I don't know if you're familiar with his work at all. Are you?
Freeman?
Freeman? Yeah.
Yeah, I am.
And it really seems to me like what he's been talking about for years just goes right in with what y'all are talking about. And I would love to see those two worlds come together and what would happen out of that.
They're all coming together.
They are.
They're all coming together. It is one people, really.
Yep.
I really, and I don't even like the labels, but everybody is working for the same goal. Everybody. Even the ones that you perceive are working against us. They're all working for the same goal. It's hardwired. You can't make a mistake. It's amazing. And that is part of the absolute plan. You can't make a mistake. It's one of those things that it just kind of falls into the anything that you do, right? You do in the space. And guess what the space is? The space is the source. So everything you do goes right into the hands of the source, and it's like a funnel. It's all going to the same place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm feeling that for sure.
So,
and I just wanted to say that I personally know this is real because I can feel it in my body.
Yes.
And that's my highest truth anyway, of what I can actually feel. Because as you're all familiar with RUSA, although I was never involved in that, I was watching that pretty closely because I had some good friends involved in that. And it wasn't like, it was interesting, but it never really totally clicked for me, you know. But this, especially some of those earlier shows in the year, I would listen to it and this vibration would come over me, and I would just have to lay down and kind of just feel it, just from the vibration of all of you talking. And so yeah, I can definitely feel that physically.
You know, there's been many times over the last year that I felt like we're on the cusp of something big. And it's always been followed by this amazing shift within me. And we're there again. I can feel it. Only this time for me, it doesn't feel like it's only going to happen within me. You know,
Mm-hmm.
It feels like all of these little dots of beings all around the planet are expanding and expanding and expanding to the point where we're connected and encompassing the globe now.
That's something big is humanity. It's humanity rising. You know, I think that feeling, you know, that anticipation, you know, it was the energy rising inside of humanity. And when you know, the power of humanity is awesome. It's amazing, you know, and I'm so glad to be a part of it. It's oh God, it's such a unifying oneness feeling, but it's so diverse. Just from these phone calls, you know, the personalities and I'm floating on cloud 9, and I don't know what that is, but I'm there.
I'm on cloud 10, Bob.
Oh yeah,
it's like a way
I'll make you
more
cloud 10 and I'll
way more amazing cloud. Trust me, it's like you don't even know what happens up here.
I can imagine.
Judy said it's like the post Brian put up today about the awakening that a lot of people have seen already, that all the dots that represent all of the what is it all around the world, the protests. Yeah, from 1979. I mean, I see all this. They put the only part about that post that I didn't resonate with is the guy said that it represents, like, at one point he said that, like, this is how crazy and chaotic the world is right now, and I'm like, I don't really see it that way. I mean, a protest represents a group of people that decide that you know, they don't want to, you know, they want to stand up for what they believe in, basically. And while I'm not saying that violent protests, you know, there's a lot of ways Gandhi proved that, you know, you can peacefully protest and get the job done, but to see how big of an increase it was from 1979 to 2013, I mean, it was just like a couple little chicken pox in 1979, and in 2013 it was like a full-blown breakout. And it was all over the world, and the signs are just absolutely everywhere, you know, of an awakening population. And that was just such a powerful, you know, illustration. When I saw it, oh my God, I had to watch it through 3 or 4 times to see just how powerful it is. And, you know, that's just one way to gauge the progress of the people, of humanity, of the one. You know, like, I love the way Bob just put it. Everybody's working toward the same thing. They just are unconscious of it. Some are conscious, some are unconscious. But I think that the margin between conscious and unconscious people is tilting in a major way toward those now doing it consciously. And when everybody works consciously together, we all know what that leads to. And that's, you know, that's what it's like we're in a vortex of that right now.
I was actually trying to illustrate what this feels like for me to someone the other day, and I drew the two sides of a triangle and left the bottom open. And I was saying, okay, imagine that those two, that space in between represents the divine plan. And the divine plan has been allowed to run amok since its inception. And then I put a larger triangle over the top, so to speak, just those top two lines. And I said, but this divine plan is encapsulated within the absolute plan. And as at December of last year, the absolute plan kicked in. And now what we're seeing is the bottom half coming into effect, like, and creating a diamond shape. You know? And that includes the divine plan and the absolute plan. So that no matter what happens within the divine plan, it's the, how can I put it, the outcomes are becoming more and more limited. They have less and less room to move because it's getting squeezed into this funnel by the absolute plan until we reach that 0 point where they connect at the bottom. And we're so close.
Mm-hmm.
It's right there. You know, it feels like we're on the brink. We're standing there at the top of the cliff with one foot off already.
Yes. Yeah, I'm ready. I know. I never, but somebody's ready. I know.
Everybody listening to this call's ready.
Yeah, definitely. I wanted to bring up another thing that's a little, I mean, it's maybe slightly unrelated, but maybe not. And I did mention that in my not my last message to you, but the message before, Lisa, about the chemtrails. A friend of mine from Canada recently posted on his Facebook, has anyone noticed anything different? And this huge list of people replied saying they hadn't seen chemtrails in quite a while. A few people said, no, they're still here, but I mentioned it in my message that probably in the last 6 weeks here we've had maybe 5 or 6 days of chemtrail spraying, and the ones they're trying to put in don't stay.
Oh, that was your message. Yes, I remember that one.
Yeah. And I know that's not the case all over, but for me that's another thing that I can look at and see that something is different, you know.
Well, this is where I wonder where, you know, how can I put it, where we create our own reality comes into this, because you could have, your neighbour might be seeing them all the time.
Interesting, yeah.
And it's like, what do you want to create in your world? I mean, for you, you've had 6 days, only 6 days where you've spotted one. I've seen one all year. All year.
Yeah.
And that was actually only last week. And it wasn't in my area. But from the time that we did this Let's Get Rid of Chemtrails collective intent at the end of last year, I haven't seen it. And I know for others in this area, they see them all the time. So how much of that is just, you know, us, in my world, they don't exist, basically.
Okay, and I just have one last thing that I wanted to say to Bob that's actually very serious. Katudinaba daba gadoba to wakapuna wunda wanaka han solo to abalelu uwe paki with dole one kanobi.
Kutubadi den mi agoba tu vapa witness to keep a the yoda love libamun lucky Doc Vader lucky Luke double Darth Vader. Lucky Maki Laka to go a Massa Luke. Well, I'm a Miki Yukoba Numaka when the Maki was on that Chewbacca.
It's an Ewok rap battle. I never thought I would get caught in the middle of an Ewok rap battle. That was awesome.
All right, that'll be my contribution for the singing tonight.
I got something real serious for Bob. That was awesome, man. I took a breath and like, whoa, I need to be quiet for this one. He's got something really serious he needs to ask Bob.
Oh,
Dude,
I'm an
well
actor,
played.
too.
Man. Well played.
Thank you. All right. Love you all. Keep up the great work. Hope to see you when you are doing the tour.
Me too. Look
All
forward
right,
to that one. Thank you.
Bye.
Bob, I didn't think we'd find anybody else who knew the Ewok rap.
I thought Bob made that up. I didn't even know.
No, I told you it's out there.
Somebody in the chat room wrote, I thought he was quoting something in Latin.
So we got two
You know
singers, a poet, and a rapper so far.
Not just a rapper, but an Ewok rapper.
This is my job.
Yeah.
People ask, what do you do for a living? Yeah.
You do a confused puppy dog look and stare blindly through them. Oh, wow. That was funny.
Seriously, I get to connect with all these wonderful people. It's just, it's amazing.
I love the new theme that we have of people that have never called in before. It's for the last couple of shows. Have you guys noticed that? It's been like a real high volume of people that have never called in. And if you're out there and you haven't called in yet, and you are just right there ready, and you've gotten the memo a lot of times now, that means it's time.
Yes.
That means it's time. Let's do it.
And from now on, you're all just called Lisa.
No, I do not consent.
You do not consent. Area code 704.
Is that us?
That's you.
Nope.
Hello there.
Whoa.
Who we got?
Yeah, there's a few of us. Ubuntu Lake Norman.
Oh, is it Chase?
Yeah.
Hey, sweetie.
Chase.
Hi, y'all. Who else is
Lynn. Cindy.
Who?
Jenny's in the other room.
It's the Living Without Money soiree.
Yes, that's us.
Yes? That's you guys. How's everything going out there? What's going on with y'all?
so lovely. Learning so much every hour. Being close to each other and being open to being honest with each other about our, I don't even know how to say it. We're just developing so quickly. I feel like I'm learning like 1,000 years of life lessons every hour.
So did you get any sleep last night, Chase?
Well, okay, so I got a little bit of sleep. Missed the show last night, so Bob was telling me about the RV, the recreational vehicle. I got to clarify when I say that word. The tour that you're talking about.
Oh, you joining us?
I'm not going to comment on that just now.
With his other family.
I don't know what you're doing, actually. I haven't listened to this.
I don't think we really know what we're doing yet, Chase, so it's okay. We'll let everybody know as we
You're right up to speed.
Progress. Yeah, you're right there. You're right there with us. Our first stop is the Living Without Money community, so it doesn't really matter if you guys are. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, we're coming. Yeah.
Yeah, we're on our way there right now. Actually, we're on the road. We'll be there in 15 minutes, and we're hungry.
Hey, let's have some spaghetti for you.
Oh my gosh, we can't wait to see you in person. We'll keep the light on for you.
Wait, I mean, we actually are on our way there energetically, not in density yet. But who wants to give us any exciting updates? How's the new garden going? What's going on out there? Everybody wants to know.
The garden is going great. We have some beautiful kale and lettuce, and we're going to be growing beets and carrots tomorrow. So it's all good. We've had to put a bunny gate around it because we heard that there was bunnies, and now today we heard groundhogs were around that are very hungry. So we're trying to protect it as much as we can, but it's growing great.
Awesome. Do you guys have any cool bartering deals with anybody in town that you're working on yet?
Well, something
kind of amazing is happening among us. We had some really ambitious plans, and we were getting ready to share with everybody our phase down to the moneyless part of this, because it is a transition. But what's happened is the relationships here have been so profoundly life-changing, I think, for all of us. And I'll just speak for myself. I did not understand the impact that being with your soul family was going to have. And I have found it to be such a healing, restorative experience that I'm almost in shock. So the practical things have they're still important, and we're still working on them, but it takes some time to process the emotions that are happening here. I went up to Virginia to pick up, this is Cindy, by the way. I went up to Virginia yesterday to pick up some instruments, some keyboards, and could not wait to get back here. And I really felt that, despite the fact I was in Virginia for 14 years and had lots of people and lots of connections up there, I could not wait to get back here. And the closer I got here, the happier and happier I got. And I just started singing when I got within an hour of here. And so, yes, we'll have a lot to share about the things we're doing. We're working on a washing machine that doesn't take electricity. We're working on making our own, developing our own bedding, making beds. And we're working on a lot of practical things, but I think all of us can say that the emotional stuff has really been the forefront here for us.
Yeah, we truly feel like when we're all apart, we're missing each other. And this is Jenny, by the way. So Wes and I were home ourselves most of the day today because everybody was off doing their thing, and we were here working, and the later it got in the day, it was like, well, where's everybody at? When are they getting back?
When you're all together, it creates this magnetic field that you're all connected to, and when you're out of that space, when you're out of that field, you feel it.
Yeah.
And there's a longing,
feel it.
A longing to get back to it. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, we know what you're talking about. There's days where we were in Morocco, we didn't really do much of anything, except sit around and talk and just sharing each other's company. So.
We're doing that too.
we just enjoy being together, and it's beyond anything I've ever experienced in my life.
Yeah.
Well,
Chris in the chat room said, for the free energy washer, attach a big drum to a stationary bike and get exercise while you're cleaning.
We found several really neat plans. That's one.
Cool.
But we appreciate that. There are a lot of creative people out there who have come up with some really neat things. But we're not going to do that today, I don't think.
Can we get a song from Chase?
Yeah.
Yeah. I got one prepared. Okay. It's I recorded it a couple days ago, and actually yesterday.
Wow. Cool.
But music just comes out like effortlessly, not freelessly. So it's called "I'm Good," and I guess I'll just get into it. There's a verse, and then there's this chorus, and it's all about just how making that choice to just enjoy yourself, enjoy this moment, is really the only thing that changes the world. It's that choice that you make in your heart right here and now. And so it's called "I'm Good." Are you good like I'm good? I'm good. Forget the labels of if it's good or bad. It's not about that, but it's the feeling of just being here. All right.
Something's got me by the tongue. I don't even know what's right or wrong. I used to be the know-it-all, and now I'm good. All my heebie-jeebies gone. Nothing scares me after all. I am the singer of this song. Yeah, I'm good. Good enough for me is good enough for me. Good enough for me is good enough for me. Good enough for me is good enough for me. Are you good like I'm good? I'm ready or not to welcome the brand new day. See the world in a brand new way. All my worries gonna fade away for good. I'm good. Are you good like I'm good? I'm good. Are you good like I'm good? I'm good. Are you good like I'm good? I'm good. Like I'm good, I'm good. Are you good like I'm good? I'm good. Are you good like I'm good? I'm good. Are you good like I'm good? I'm good. Oh yeah.
Thank you all.
Yay! Chase, that's the first time I've heard of you sing any of your stuff, so I'm totally chuffed.
Chase, that was awesome, man.
Awesome, man.
There's a lot of it. I just have been itching to share it with people, and of course, a little bit scared to shine the light. I have a lot of music, and I want to just share that with everyone, that you can go and find some of that at chasebenny.wordpress.com. And yeah, just go and find it, because a few people have been asking me for my CDs, and I'm fresh out of CDs, but there's the download is up there. And
well, I think you're going to find a bit of a rush to your website now, because everybody in the chat room loved that.
Go for it. Please.
Chase, do you spell your last name B-I-N-N-I-E, right?
Yeah, ChaseBinnie at WordPress.com. It's kind of like a temporary website, but it's got what you need there.
Very cool.
This is a very, very talented bunch of people.
Awesome.
Like, download it and share it, and yeah. I'll have more coming, so.
I'm on my way right now, Chase.
Okay.
Hurry up. Don't rush me. All right, I'm there. Nice. I love
you guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, guys. Have fun out there. We love you.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Love to everybody.
Yeah.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Brad, I'm just looking for your friend's song that I've uploaded, because I think now would be a really nice time to play that, seeing as we're having a bit of a musical day.
Oh, yeah. Luke?
Here we go. I Don't Need.
This is my buddy Luke from San Diego. He actually recorded this song for us. He came over, and I told him about all the work, and he said he's going to make a song. And this is what he came up with, and he's really awesome. So hope everybody enjoys.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I've been sitting waiting for the rain to pour. I've been stuck in a box, locked up at the dock, scared to set sea. But then a grandfather clock really said to me that my minutes turn to hours and my hours turn to days. I don't want to live my life wasting my days. I don't need nothing but love. I don't need nothing but love. I don't need nothing but love. CB as we believe, get to know the unknown. I'm gonna slide right inside to the love part of my heart. I turn the key and I rev the engine. Fireworks in the dark. I've been raised in a world where I've been told to care about the little things like the things I wear. Conditioned, I've listened, but with a little bit of meditation I've turned the lights on and got rid of contemplation. I don't need nothing but love. I don't need nothing but love. I don't need nothing but love. Nothing but love. Nothing but love.
How good was that?
That was awesome.
He's good, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. I want him to come out on tour with us and be the musical act.
Oh, yeah. When I first started playing it, I thought, I'll check it out and see if it's any good. I was about 20 seconds into it, and I was already deciding to upload it. It got me straight away. It was beautiful.
Yeah, really nice.
I just posted on his Facebook that we were playing it on a Blog Talk show and be prepared for an influx of friend requests.
I just seen one. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd love to have him on tour. That'd be wonderful. Okay, we've got area code 907.
Hello.
And no Lisa's yet. Yes.
Hi, Lisa. You can call me Lisa if you want to, but this is Crystal again, your third crystal of your Crystal Manifestation Day.
Crystal, that's fine. I'll settle for Crystal.
Anyways, I just want to say hi to everybody. It's good to talk to you guys again. I was wanting to tell you all that I've been doing some major being and doing with the banks, but that's not what I'm calling to talk about tonight. I wanted what was his name? Chase was talking about enjoying yourself and being in the moment, and listening to all the calls, I feel like there's a lot of people that are going through struggle, and I think sometimes it's important to hear the success stories of manifestation. And so if you don't mind, I want to tell you about something that I've been working on. I came across The Secret, 2009 probably, and I realized, oh my gosh, I've been doing this my whole life, and I had no idea. I just didn't realize that I had been doing it. And then sometimes when you realize how powerful your thoughts are, you can self-sabotage. And I feel like I did that for a little bit because I was scared of it almost. And then I came back around, and it got to a point where I was manifesting at a speed that it was almost frightening. And in one of those things, like we all know, I needed money, and I was able to manifest a $20,000 paycheck, and I needed that money so badly at that time. I mean, so badly, and it happened, and it pulled. And I was meditating on it, and I was really focusing on it, and I never gave up, and sure enough, it happened. And so anyway, with that money, what I did was I had $3,000, which I really said, you know what, I'm going to throw this at this idea. And it might fail, it might not work out, but I'm just going to go for it. And I really have always had this without risk, there is no reward mindset. And so I threw the money at that idea, and between April and December of 2012, it blew up. And so now we are here in September, and I'm opening a store, and totally jumping in. So I really feel like people need to know the success side of, knowing, that was, a year and a half, more than a year and a half ago, and so it's not always, we need to know people that it's working for. And basically, I had a mentor who was a multimillionaire, and he goes, okay, well, how are you going to expand upon this idea? Because my business is very state specific. And he said, how are you going to expand upon this? And what I came up with was free will. Free will. This was last year. This is middle of last year. So I bought a domain. I bought freewillroots.com, and then I just held on to it for a while. Well, finally, once I heard Heather and being and doing, and I thought, you know what? I got to jump into this expansion project, or else I'm never going to do it. And so I just decided to be and do, and I got the website up, and then I wrote a poem that is it's the mission statement for the business, and it's so ambitious. But I'd love to share the poem with you guys if you guys are willing to listen to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. So here we go. We are all here living this thing called life, all wrapped up in our own problems, all searching rescue from strife. That's all so many people see, the turmoil they go through, forgetting all the wonder that goes on around us, so easily forgetting what we once knew. Our attention goes to war and oil and beautiful things to wear. We forget to ask the most important question, why on earth are we here? Do you believe it's fate or some greater plan? Do you believe it was luck or the fall of man? Maybe you pray to the east or resonate with oneness. Perhaps you haven't even pondered it, or your religion is simply kindness. Can't we all just agree to forget the details and be awake and acknowledge something bigger than us for all of humanity's sake? Because we are all connected, and at some point all trace back. Our perfect knowledge of history is the only thing we lack. No matter what your skin tone, it's only 0.02% that is to blame. For all the genetic differences of all man, we are all 99.9%. We are all 99.9% the same. Because if not, what? Excuse me, that's actually 99.98% the same. Because if not, what's the point? A lot of space for us to stare. We certainly aren't the only life out there, but can't we agree we're at least rare? Shouldn't we take care of her because we have nowhere else to go? Appreciate the beauty all around us, touch the dirt and feel the snow. Live as an expression of yourself, enjoy the gifts of nature, find pleasure in every day, allowing yourself to relish in the adventure. We are all rooted with each other. When you look someone in the face, can you not appreciate them without knowing them, just understanding they're part of the human race? This life is filled with gifts. Just allow your mind to sit still and realize there is no greater gift on earth than that of free will.
Beautiful.
Oh, wow. That was really nice.
Sorry.
Oh, that was lovely.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
And once again, I'm going to say what an incredibly talented bunch of people.
Why, thank you, Lisa.
Yeah, thank you.
Anyway, there's just one last thought that I want to share with everybody, and that is just that everybody, I want everybody to know how powerful their will is, and that whether you pray, this is something that I just realized very recently. I grew up Mormon, and we always ended our prayers with amen. And as I was kind of focusing on willing the direction of my life, you come across the thing, as I will, so mote it be. Well, then I realized, I looked up what does amen mean, and it means so be it. And I thought, I didn't know that, and I've been praying my whole life, and I had no idea. And so anyway, I think whether you decide to meditate, whether you decide to pray, whether you decide to will something, I think we're all doing the same thing in the end. So.
We are.
Yeah.
Like Bob said, it all goes to the same place.
Yes, it does. Absolutely.
Awesome. Beautiful insights. Crystal, right?
Yes.
Crystal. Yeah, thank you, Crystal. You have a really melodic voice as well, and you're an amazing writer and poet. So keep doing what you're doing, and thank you so much for calling in.
Thank you, guys. Have a good day.
Thanks,
yeah,
Crystal.
You too. Bye, Crystal.
Okay, I've got to share
should we
something.
have a contest, Lisa? 5D Media's Got Talent.
Well, okay, something came up in the chat room about the 5D record label. Now, this is kind of funny because the 5D as a name is something that I started for myself back in 2000 because I was working in film. My partner works in music. He's a sound engineer and a musician. And we started our own business called 5D Entertainment Services. So that's been our, that's the name of the bank account. It's the business name, 5D Media Service. 5D Entertainment Services. So all the work he did and all the work I did went through that. Now, this talk, so the 5D Media Network was just an extension of that, right? Now, this talk of the record label in the chat room got me thinking, what if, because we have so many, obviously, what if we asked our community who have a song, who have the ability to record a song, send us that recording. We put it together as a compilation album, whatever we call it, the One People compilation album or something. And we all try and sell that as a means of fundraising. And it could, maybe initially it might help people out to get on this tour. But it could also, if we sold it on the road as we go, the money could go into the communities that we stop at. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's a really good idea.
Yeah, I like it.
So, for example, if we go to the Ubuntu where Chase and family are, and we're able to sell some CDs, or if it's on iTunes and people can download it for a couple of dollars, then whatever. If that's where we're staying and they're hosting, a meetup in their area, then the money goes to them. That in that time, and then as we move along, and that help them in their initial stages of community building.
Yeah, I like that idea a lot.
Because if you're out there and you're hearing this, and you can get us a decent quality recording of a song that's in this theme of oneness and people coming together and awakening and all of that. Someone said, Joyful Galaxy said, Lisa, I've been dreaming this. I knew what you were going to say. This is it. Okay. I've got a sound engineer here with some serious equipment who can, tweak them and put it together. So there's an idea. Anyway, let's get that out there. Everyone seems to like it.
Oh, let me see.
And I think Kalo should do an Ewok rap together on there as well, Bob.
You know what? They're putting in the chat room that they want a CD of my meditations. And this is the second time. I did an interview earlier today, and while I'm thinking of it, hi to Christoph, Andrea, and Marcus in Dusseldorf. Awesome people. They also suggested that I do a CD for meditation, so I guess I'm doing a CD of meditations, guys.
There you go. Awesome.
Brilliant. Okay. Excellent fun. All right. We'll talk about that, getting that happening. Okay, we've still got lots of callers. Hopefully some more songs. And if I don't get a Lisa today, I'm going to be really sad. Area code 207.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Hello. Yes, I can.
Brian, guess who this is?
Oh gosh, it's Nanako. First time caller. The artist behind my my most recent blog changes. Nanako is a dear friend and first time caller, and I called her out on the show last night because she didn't call in. So, wow, you did it.
First
Welcome.
time caller. And I made it. I made it through. Well, thank you. Boy,
welcome.
Thank you. I'm really excited. Yeah, I wanted to share this image that I got tonight when I was in yoga, and I was thinking about being on the call, and I got this image of all of us sitting around like a campfire out in nature, and you see like the fire crackling, and you see the stars above, and the air is kind of cool, and everyone's gathering around, and and I was kind of getting that, that feeling of everyone coming together and sitting around the campfire and sharing their stories and really connecting with one another. And I feel like that's what the space is that you create, and just so much gratitude. I've been following you guys since the beginning, and it's the space that you create. You ground the energy for everyone to have the opportunity to come and gather, and you're committed to that each week. And I just really want to just thank you, for holding that space for everybody. And it's
you
really,
guys hold that space for us too. It goes both ways.
Yeah, it's wonderful to call in and connect. I feel like, we're bringing all the people together around that campfire, and I think that we will live that vibration soon, because it's happening, And I know, I'll share a little from my personal life. I know that, I have been evolved. I don't know any other way to really explain it other than things have happened in my life, major transformation, major upheavals, where it's kind of like I was a carrot cozy in the garden. I had a nice sunny spot, and I was getting nice and fat and juicy, and then all of a sudden I get pulled out of the ground, and it's kind of like, okay, your time is up. You're done with this part of your life, and now we're getting you prepped for the next phase. And Lisa, I really loved your blog post. What was it called? Through the Lion's Gate. The one that, I really read that. If people haven't read it, I really suggest that they go and read it. It just really opened my heart, and I really connected with what you're going through. I think a lot of people, I know in my own personal life, that I'm really feel like I'm being evolved and being prepared for something. And where I stand right now in my life, I'm totally open, available, and ready to move in whatever direction. And I know that I'll be with you guys. I know that. I feel like I've been prepared for this journey. So that's pretty exciting.
I think many of us feel that way, that our whole lives have led to this moment.
Yeah.
Even though we're not quite sure what comes next or what the moment looks like, we just know we're moving in the right direction.
Randy said we're going to need a fleet of buses.
I think we are
absolutely.
I see lots of campfires.
True. Lots of campfires, and it is really, this time is really about, they say that, believing is seeing, but for me it's been feeling is seeing. There was one caller who did the Ewok rap there, was talking about feeling, and that's where I'm at too. It's like everything is a vibration, it's a feeling, and that's how I'm navigating right now. And I just want to say to you, Brian, really want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for your, not only your friendship, but your support that you've provided for me through your Reiki treatments. I didn't know that Brian did Reiki, but I've been working with him since the beginning of August, and it's been amazing to have that as part of my support during all the changes that I'm going through. And so huge gratitude and love to you, Brian. Really, it's been amazing.
You're so welcome. You're such a pleasure to work with, and I love you, and you're awesome. And I'm so looking forward to the song that you're going to sing us right now. I've really been looking forward to it. So we'll be quiet, and you can just sing.
You're putting her on the spot.
Yeah. She doesn't sing that I know of. Maybe she can.
I could sing you a children's song in Japanese.
Okay. Wow, that sounds awesome.
Yeah. Let's see. I can sing you the one about the tulips or the pigeon.
Surprise us.
Okay. All right. We'll sing about tulips.
We're not going to know the difference anyway.
Yeah.
Don't worry, it's short. It's Saita, Saita, tulip no hana ga naranda, naranda, akashiro kiro, dono hana mite mo kirei da na. There you go.
Nice. It's beautiful.
Wow, I called you out and you rose to the challenge. Good for you.
There you go. There you go.
Oh, Nanako.
So,
you're awesome.
Anyway,
I'm so called in.
Thank you, too.
Well,
Thank you to
here
all
we go with the feeling again, because I have no idea what you said, but it felt beautiful.
Yeah.
I was a little nervous, but yeah, it's basically just the flowers have bloomed. Aren't they so pretty? They're all lined up. Yeah. I'm half Japanese. My mom's Japanese, and I was raised speaking the language, and that's her name, Nanako. Japanese. My last name's O'Donnell, so Japanese Irish kind of gives it away. But anyway,
Nanako, for everybody who read the post of Lisa's on my blog today, Nanako wrote part 2 of that. So this is that Nanako. Unless you know of Nanako.
Yes,
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm. All about uncertainty and sort of the gift of uncertainty, and I love the idea of doing the 5D media, doing a CD, and maybe we could even do like a book, where people contribute their stories of their sort of aha moments, That would be pretty powerful, too.
That would be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm really excited to be here with all of you. Thank you for allowing me into the space to be with you and to share with everyone who's listening and connect with everyone. And I look forward to meeting you. I know I'll be meeting you very soon. So I'm really ready for the adventure. Mm-hmm. So thank you. And,
thanks, Nanako.
Yeah, much love to you all.
Thank you, darling.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
I'm just blown away. We've had Japanese, we've had Ewok. What else we can
Oh, wow.
This has been a wonderful show. Absolutely. What a great time. Okay. Area code 406.
Hello.
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 Oh.
Hello.
Yeah, we got you, darling. What's your name?
This is Lisa.
There it is. Oh.
Really?
No, it's not. I'm sorry, I'm lying. It's Whitney.
Oh, bugger. I'm pleased to hear from you too, Whitney. Though.
I'm going to put you on speaker so I can hear you.
It's Whitney.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Springs, Montana, by the way.
It's not a great connection, Whitney. You're going to have to stand still.
I am in a... I will stand
Do
very still.
you have a tinfoil hat?
Oh, my gosh. Now, this is awesome. We had an RV come with 3 gals, and Jenna came out of the RV with a tinfoil hat on it. All right, let's see your clothes. I'm ready to party.
Jennifer Williams?
No, a gal named Jenna. who came up from the Bitter Valley, close to us. So.
Oh my God! How funny is that?
Are you guys going to do a chorus for us? All join in and sing us a song?
Let's see. One. But we're going to... Oh. How about this? Oh. They're thinking of a song, and I'll sing this. Il me dit des mots d'amour, les mots de tous les jours, et ça me fait quelque chose. Il est trempé dans mon cœur, une part de bonheur dont je connais la cause. C'est lui pour moi pour lui dans la vie. Il me dit, ça je pour la vie. And there's more.
Awesome.
And we can add French to the list.
we got French on the list now.
That was great.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
You know, there was when you started off talking earlier today about changes. We all had a really interesting experience yesterday, and I would really be curious to know if anybody else had the experience, because we all stared at the sun for a very long time and had no effects. Like, we could just stare right at it. And it was a setting sun this time at night. And when I stared at it for 5 minutes, I'm not kidding. And when I looked at, normally if you stare at the sun, then you got this spot in your vision. When I looked at someone, I saw her whole entire face. There was no spot. Positrons.
Positrons, yes.
From Jennifer. So that was fascinating. I mean, how can we stare at the sun for 5 minutes? When you start staring at the sun, you have to start in doses of like 2 seconds.
Well, they say that, but when I started doing sun gazing, I went straight for 5 minutes because the feeling was just so beautiful. I didn't want to look away. And I was fine.
Wow. I thought it was cool. I thought it was really, really cool. You could feel the rays just changing your body inside.
Yeah, you can. It's an amazing feeling. Good stuff. And did you find did you receive insights or any kind of ahas while you were doing it?
Hi, Lisa. I was staring at the sun, seeing magenta undulating spiral around it, and then a violet color outside of it, and it permeated into the blue sky. But it was just incredible. It filled me with a sense of love, and I'm just grateful to be here with everyone. It's been beautiful.
Oh, awesome. We haven't got a really clear connection with you guys, but I think I caught most of that, and I'm still so happy to hear that you're all together and this is just growing and moving and evolving. It's really, really beautiful. This is what I see rolling out all over the country when we get there.
Yeah. Can you hear us now? Is that better connection?
I can hear you clear.
Okay. So I'm just stating on the record that my intention is to join you on your trip across the America.
Beautiful.
All of us actually are pretty much having that intention. We'd like to commit caravan with you. And just try to offer together to make places to come. Hold on, say it. Yeah, and offer together to make places to come. This is Jennifer again, by the way. You know, like I said, you guys know I'm in Alabama. I keep saying it. Y'all can come on down. We got Bob Consciousness Clubhouse. And y'all just come on. He's our guru.
Oh my God, I love Jennifer. I
love you too, Brian.
You're awesome. That's all I can say. You're awesome.
Right on.
You gotta love Southern hospitality.
Yeah.
Well, if we can get this thing kicked off quickly, then we'll be doing this over the winter months. So we'll probably hang around down south.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic. Did you? We had some really interesting stuff happen. I didn't know if you wanted a little update on our one day that was just full of amazing things this Saturday, or maybe we can do it on a different call later.
I'm working on a blog. You want to tell us?
Heather's working on a blog.
Oh, okay. Well, definitely call in and share the blog with us when you've got it up and running. Is this an update on your sightings?
Well, that was just one part of it. Saturday was just an amazing synchronicity of events. We got up in the morning and then went out to the Temple of 1,000 Buddhas, which is about an hour away from here. And they were having a Peace Day celebration, so there was a lot of people at it's called an Iwam. And we had just an amazing experience. We kind of just lined up around what's the middle part called? The pagoda? The stupa. And meditated right with everybody, and people joined in with us, and it was really fantastic. About a dozen people joined in. And this group, I tell you what, we just you can just say meditate, and everybody just settles right down. We've done so many meditations, and everybody's just right there. As soon as there's a meditation, everybody's like, okay, here we go, we're ready. And the best line was when we went out and did, Julian Wells had suggested what to do to call in sighting, which did happen. And we all, 21 or 23 of us, on Saturday held hands out on this little bluff out kind of on the end of the campground and did a meditation together. And then it just got too serious, and I don't know who cracked the joke, but they said, did you ever think a week ago you'd be standing in the middle of Montana holding hands with people you met on Facebook? Okay.
And we all laughed. No, that's funny.
Oh, yeah.
That's funny.
But every single one of us just is in line. I mean, we really haven't had any issues as far as everybody meeting up and just getting to know each other right away. And it's an amazing feeling. I mean, everybody we're strangers before they got here.
No, we weren't.
But were
no,
you?
We weren't. Yeah.
I don't think there's any such thing in this group.
I'm sorry?
I don't think there's any such thing in this group as strangers.
No.
Maybe strange bird.
But. Yeah.
I'm stranger than most.
I'm pretty strange.
I bet Bob has a tinfoil hat.
My first radio show was Foil Hat Radio.
No way.
I swear to God.
What? Oh my God.
I started.
Oh my God, I didn't know that about you, Bob. That's awesome. Learning something new every day.
The Saturday when we got back, we listened to the Walking in Energy show, or was it the repurposing?
Repurposing?
The transitioning? The one that we called in on, and as we were listening to that, I had a lady drop by who had emailed kind of out of the blue, who is a author in Montana for UFO sightings, and she has a couple books out. Her name is Joan Bird. She's been on Coast to Coast and things like that. I just emailed her and invited her to come, and she actually did, which is amazing because she lives she lives like 3.5 hours away from here, and she just happened to be here to interview someone who had a UFO experience. And what happened after that was really amazing. She started telling us about the story of this gentleman who lives about 30 minutes from where we're at, and he was gone for 3 days, and actually can describe how the effects of travel on his body and things like that, but actually was gone for 3 days. And an amazing, wonderful, she just couldn't speak highly enough of him, just an amazing, wonderful human being, just a being of light. And so we said, well, why don't we just get him over here? And part of that goes into he's he's now ready to get his story out. It happened 14 years ago, but he's now ready to get his story out. And she is in the declaration to help him get his story out. So we actually ended up going and picking him up, and he stayed for us for 2 days with us.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah. It was amazing. I mean, he just became part of the group, amazing spiritual person, and pulled each of us aside separately and had a nice little conversation with each of us separately, and has been sending us some good wisdom. And I wish I had access to the chat. He sent a prayer that he says no one can remember. That's what he told Casey and I. And this prayer, he says, everybody needs to get out. It's very simple. It's 15 words. You actually write the last word for yourself. It's 14 words plus 1. And it's incredibly powerful. So would you like me to read that to you?
Yeah.
All right. And he says we all need this. It's kind of like an energetic alignment when you repeat it to yourself. In the body of the Lord Jesus Christ is spirit and power of God. So then I would add a word, I guess, on that one. It sounds very simple, but the vibrant resonance of the words in the tonality. In the body of the Lord Jesus Christ is spirit and the power of God. Simple little prayers.
Oh, sorry, I was muted through all of that. I didn't even realize. Thank you. I was talking.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Nice and simple.
It made synchronicity because he ended up being a really good friend of the owner of the hot springs up here. So she made sure he had a room, and we fed him, and it was just all great.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So we'll let you get back to other callers, but taking our call. We love you all.
Thank you.
And we're going to join you on your tour.
One people.
Awesome.
So excited.
All right. Keep rocking the groove out there, you crazy Montana cats.
All right. Love you all.
You too, darling. Thank you. Okay, Brian, I believe your poem by Jerry is finished.
Yes. We got to pull her in. I can't do that. I'm not in the studio.
Has she called into the studio? Is she?
You can pull her in on. She said she called in on Skype, or she can put her hand up.
Okay, wait. I can bring her in.
Yeah, bring her in. Oh, I'm so excited.
I'm actually keen to hear this one too.
No one's ever written me a poem before, so 32 years. I'm thrilled. Randy.
Just tried to call her, but she didn't answer. Okay.
Jerry, put your hand up.
Here she is.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, Jerry.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey there.
Should I be excited or nervous?
I'm a bit nervous because I hope I can do it because I've just wrote the last of it, and I hope I can read my writing.
Oh my God, I'm so excited. Go ahead.
Okay. There's a fellow named Brian who sure loves to giggle, and nothing about him is stuck in the middle. His giggles are infectious. It's hard not to laugh. When he gets us all started, it's one laugh a path. So what can one call a chap who laughs a lot and who likes to rant? It's obvious. It's a rant-a-lot. Remember Sir Lancelot, one of the Round Table Knights? Is Sir Rant-a-lot like him, wearing armour and tights? Sir Rant-a-lot keeps us informed. His blog posts have us always pre-warned of happenings and goings-on that we need to know, and he keeps us entertained on the radio shows. That's the one people show collective imagination and enjoy shows are a great collaboration. With Lisa and Bob, they are such a great team, all wonderful perspective and much wisdom. That wasn't very good, was it? Sometimes there's a clacking noise. Where is it from? It always happens when Sarantalot's on. And there's sometimes disturbances of a loud train just after he denied it was him typing again. Sarantalot is a Californian. Sarantalot is a Californian sort of dude. He's fun and he's spunking, and he's never rude. His energy is powerful. He jollies people up. When you need support, he's got your back. He might say, my man, you're a frickin' wonder. And on with his compliments, he might meander. But because of the above, we love him a lot. Yes, we dearly love our Sarantalot.
Woo! Oh, yeah. Wow.
I might be able to do it better when I've practiced a bit, because I just picked up Judy, Randy, and we had a little round table, and I've got lots of little keywords for you. I tried to put them all in. So.
Oh my God, Jerry, that was awesome. And believe it or not, you're not going to believe this. I'm actually wearing my tights right now. So.
We want photo evidence, please.
Synchronistic. Wow.
That was a good bit. Nice kind of visual with you in your armor and tights.
Oh, Jerry, thank you. That was really. I'm flattered.
Yeah.
I really am. Thank you so much.
Well, I think you got all the important parts about you in. So.
Oh, you guys are sweet. And you're amazing, and that was really funny and cool. So, yeah. Can you please send me that? Because
I will. I'll type it out.
I need proof someone wrote a poem for me. So.
Yeah, absolutely. You got it. We'll do it again on the Enjoy Show at some point too.
Thanks, Jerry.
All right. Cool.
Thanks, Jerry.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Really appreciate it.
Always fun.
Wow.
Okay.
Thank you.
Talk to you soon. Bye for now.
Jerry wrote me a poem.
And I now have a visual that I just never needed, really.
What, me in tights?
You're in tights.
What's wrong with tights?
Oh, I need to get that out of my head. Moving on. Area code 908. 908? Oh, yes. Is there anybody in there who can draw? Can someone do a caricature of Brian in tights and armor?
Oh, God. Judy can paint it.
To go with the poem.
Someone's there.
Lisa.
Yes.
Hi.
Hi. Who's this?
Is this Lisa?
Lisa, how you doing? This is Billy Guest.
Bill.
Yeah.
I know this voice.
Yes. I called before. I called the OPPT show.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I want to give a little update.
Great.
Please
okay,
do.
Good. Yeah. And Bob, I didn't mean to cut you off, but the show was ending. You wanted to tell me something? I didn't know what you wanted to tell me, and I asked you. I didn't want
that
to
was more than 24 hours ago? I have no idea.
That was before. That falls into the before category.
Yeah, that falls into the before category. I don't do well with before.
That's fine. Yeah, no, you're not too far from me, Bob. You're in Pennsylvania. I'm in New Jersey, so it's all good. But I just want to let you guys know that Wells Fargo has moved my property into foreclosure. And but I contacted the Attorney General, J.J. Hoffman, back in June on the 25th, 2013, and they're investigating the case, the file, and so I sent out all that information. Wells Fargo sent me a carbon copy of the letter that the Attorney General, Kenny Ho, is investigating the file. So I just want to let everybody know that the agency, the Attorney General, they're they're actually trying to help, I guess, in some degree, some form or fashion. And I sent a letter to the attorneys that was representing Wells Fargo, and I let them know that the Attorney General is looking into the file and that they're operating in personal liability without the protection of the corporate veil. And that's the update.
Okay, thank you.
It totally brings down the collective imagination, but I felt that it was important to let everybody know, at least, that there are some people that are trying to help.
Yeah, and I think we're going to find more and more of them trying to help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Oh, so Lisa, you asked me on the last show what I was interested in getting from this. See, because I want to sort of tie the attorneys into this whole. I didn't send them a courtesy notice because they threatened me with going after full balance of the loan. But I did want to let them know they're operating full personal liability, and that the Attorney General was looking into it. And I'm sure if you're an attorney and you're operating a law firm, I don't think you want the Attorney General looking into your business. So that's one thing. The other thing is, I contacted the tax collector in the Bridgewater Township, and they sent me a tax sale notice. I've already sent them a courtesy notice and a invoice, which is way more than the taxes. And the attorney for the township said that, they sent me a frivolous letter saying that none of this applies to them. But I'm going to pay. I'm going to pay both the just for the people that are dealing with this. I'm going to pay both the mortgage and the taxes, and I'm going to continue invoices. And thank you, Bob, for saying that a collection agency might help in terms of collecting on the invoices. That was great. And so, Lisa, you asked me what I was looking for this, and actually, although I want to push the envelope, it's important for me to have peace of mind in all this. Yeah. You said, what are you looking for in this? And I didn't answer you, but my answer, like tonight, is peace of mind. Just so I can stay here and be happy and be okay. But definitely, I want to push the envelope. And I was talking to a brother today, and when you push the envelope and you educate the people around you, it's okay to live to fight for another day. It's okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It doesn't make.
You can still push the envelope for. What you're doing is pushing the envelope for others a little bit. You're expanding them in the process while maintaining a degree of safety for yourself, because you need that right now, and that's fine.
Yeah, that is fine. Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So push the envelope, and then when push comes to shove, if you have to pay, you pay, and then you get to fight for another day. That's okay.
Now let's change the tone. Have you got a song for us?
Like in war, right? Like if you get killed, then you can't fight.
True. Have you got a song for us?
A song. I'm a creative person, but I don't have a song. Sorry, Lisa. It's a pleasure to talk to you. You guys are great. I love you. You've helped us so much.
Well, thank you for calling in, Bill.
Thanks, you're welcome.
Good luck.
All right.
Keep us posted. Okay. I feel like I've forgotten something. I feel like I was going to bring something up or mention something, and it's gone. Was there something I was supposed to make time for towards the end of the show?
It was that speech that guy gave, but if we don't have to play it unless,
It's up on the 5D Media website as well. But we've still got callers with their hands up. So
cool. Bring them on.
I'd rather bring them on than play a clip. Area code 805.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, this is a singer for sure.
Oh, yeah. You could tell in that melodious tone. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I got a little something for you, Sarantalot.
A little something.
What do you got,
something. Oh, well, I could just pull something out of my booty if you want.
Please.
It goes something like this. It's kind of a love story. Actually, I wrote it for my mom when she was giving me shit. We used to own a bed and breakfast, and it's called Ain't No Need to Trip. And it goes, something about the way you make a funky tuna casserole, the special way you mix it up in a Tupperware plastic bowl, so stuck inside my head, 'cause you got the freshest Wonder Bread. Baby, don't leave, please, 'cause I can't go back to eating mac and cheese. When I met you at the Pizza Time Theater, where my heart, it melted like mozzarella, and Chuck E. Cheese was jocking you so hella hard, so you said that I was your fella, and when they wouldn't take those damn food stamps to pay for our first date bill, you said, baby, I got some Chuck E. Cheese tokens right here in my bra, and you just need to chill, 'cause I feel a burning sensation next to you at the free clinic. Well, I ain't never been in love, but this is the real deal, 'cause I feel so sick. And Cupid, he is so negative. No need to disparage, and there ain't no need to play or hate on our shotgun marriage, 'cause there ain't no need to trip. I don't want no lip. It's getting really late, and we need to go. We need to go, baby.
Oh my God!
My mom inspired it. She was tripping. She was like, "We're making a bed together," and she was tripping. And then, obviously, the part about Chuck E. Cheese theater and being at Planned Parenthood. That's not about my mom.
Yeah, that reminded me. When you watch American Idol and you see like the most ridiculous auditions, and they like have to show them because they're so ridiculous. That's what I saw. And my mind's eye.
I think we have a comedy album as well.
It's funk. It's hard funk, baby. You know what I'm talking about, DJ Rants a lot. You felt that.
Oh, wow.
Deep down inside,
you
felt it. DJ Rant a lot. Or you could be MC Rant a lot as well if you wanted to be.
What you just did spoke to my soul. It did.
It did.
Spoke to my soul.
Because it's art. Whether, if it makes you feel something, it's art.
Absolutely, man.
I love you people. You're just the best group of people.
Yeah. That was cool hearing everybody sing today. I wanted to hear that last guy sing, though. Just with his Jersey accent, it would have been good. You could have, sang something about something. Forget about it,
Oh, man. I'm like ear-to-ear smile right now. Dude, Mitch.
Yeah.
I ain't got nothing for you. I just wanted to say, dude, Mitch.
Right on. Dude, I just got back from Northern California up in Humboldt County. You're are you from Sonoma County, Brian?
I am.
You are? Dude, it's so beautiful up there. I was up at Sacred Indian Fishing Grounds, and it was just there was such abundance up there. The salmon are running up there right now, and it was incredible. It really filled up my gas tank, being around the redwoods and all this water and all this Indian dude energy.
Yeah, that's a beautiful area. I'm going up there this weekend for a wedding, so I leave on Thursday. But Mitch, dude, you're awesome. Thanks for calling in, man.
Right on, you guys. Good talking to you. Good night, Lisa. Good night, Bob. Good night, Brian. Good night, John Boy. Peace out.
Bye, Mitch.
My scout.
Bye, Mitch.
All right. Later, guys.
Bye.
Oh.
I don't know what's happened to this image of you, Brian, but now your tights are magenta and you're eating mac and cheese and...
I think
somebody has to draw
has to
this
be the
up.
most eclectic show we've done.
I'm speechless.
And one of the most fun.
Yes, definitely.
Just gotten.
I
This
watched
is
it, I
went
think my
from
hair's on fire.
weird to ridiculous real quick. I don't know where that happened, but it's really funny.
We've only got 5 minutes left, so we'll try and grab another one. We've got area code 541.
541? This is Irene?
Yes. Hi, Irene.
Hi, this is my first time to call, and I got trapped by Jerry's that poem she wrote about Sir Lancelot, and I'm in Oregon, and I just laughed my head off. I enjoy you guys, and I've enjoyed you forever since you've been on, and I knew one day I would have to do this.
Well, we are glad today's the day.
Yeah, me too. I'm glad you caught me while I had my nerve up. And I don't sing, but I do play the fiddle, but I'll save that for another call. And I think that Brian was extremely modest when he admitted that he was wearing his tights. and
oh wow,
well,
I'm never gonna live this one down.
I don't think so. I just laughed I'm not kidding. I laughed so loud that I missed the next few lines, but the poem, it was just way too funny.
Well,
and
what people need to know is that I always wear my tights when I sing Miley Cyrus. So.
Well, of course.
Part of the mirror of the hairbrush.
That's where the "sir" part comes from. Isn't that so?
Oh, indeed.
Well, you guys are just so sterling. I mean, I have enjoyed Bob's meditations. They've brought me to tears and chills. And Lisa, your hostessness and all of your love and your information is just sterling. And I share your lioness with you. I recognize the lioness. Because my birthday's in August, too. Or I know yours is in July, but mine's right after yours in August. And I just relate to you guys so much. And I have to say real quick, I know we're getting to the end, but what you talk about reminds me of my years. I'm in my 70s, and when I was living in the 70s, I lived in California in Mendocino in a commune. And the things that you talk about do take me back to that. Way back then, and all of those things that I there's not time to say right now, but they carry into what you guys are talking about in your Morocco thing, and just the feeling of the together that you do when you're with like-minded group like this. And you guys carry it through.
Irene, can I just ask you to hold on for a second, because we are going to lose the live feed in about 60 seconds. So there's spaces left to call in if you want to call in, because I have a feeling we're going to go just a couple of minutes over, because we do have another caller, and I want to continue that conversation, because what the 60s did was like, it was a practice run.
Yes.
And a lot was learned.
Should I hold on, or should I recall?
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Okay, I'll hold on.
So just to let everyone know, there are spaces left on the call-in line if you want to call in and continue. Otherwise, we will lose you live, and you'll have to listen to the archive to see what happens next. But join in tomorrow for the Enjoy Show with Brian and Judy. Do you have anything?
Alexander Del Sol is his Facebook handle, and he's awesome and so funny and so and crazy. in the best of ways. So tune in tomorrow for the Enjoy Show. I actually got to jump because I have to run to yoga, but so I'll listen to Irene's comments on the archive. But Irene, thank you so much. First-time caller calling in. And good night, everyone. I love you, and
Thank you.
I will see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful evening.
See you, Brian.
Thanks,
Adios.
Brian.
Namaste.
See you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Firstly, you're in your 70s. You don't sound it at all.
No, not at all.
And I just wanted to ask, as someone who really was there and lived it, what was the most profound part of it that you've carried through for you since then? Since those times?
Thank you. That's such a great question. That is what I've been thinking about too. The fact that I learned there that let's put it this way, that I was okay, and that the traumatic huge thing that made me end up there, which was the perfect place to end up, did not put me under. It just set me free to be who I really am. And so I've always been who I am since then.
Oh, nice.
It was a group of people. We lived up on a ridge, and I was fortunate to be there when it was only it was in its third year, so it was well developed by then, and a group of people had come out from Detroit. One person had bought the land, and then he charged everyone $1 a month rent if you wanted to be there. So that's how they handled that, and I was a musician then, or I was beginning to free myself as a musician, and there was actually a battery-operated sound studio, and we would just mess out, just really freak out in that studio. Nobody could hear us except us, and it was free.
Can I tell you how much I love hearing a 70-odd-year-old woman use the term freak out? I do.
Well, that's probably where I first experienced freaking out. You don't forget that.
I bet.
Oh, yeah. It just makes me, I live by myself now, and I have a band. I have a Scottish traditional music band, and I live in a small town, and I just love my life. Even though I'm in the 70s, I'm looking forward so much to what is coming. I don't carry insurance. I don't have a whole bunch of money, and this is coming just in time for me. I'm very healthy. I've always been healthy. So it's like, wow, how lucky I am to be here, and to have found you guys, for sure, because you're my family too. You're my young family. Yeah,
I just want to say thank you, because what you guys did back then, you planted a seed in the consciousness. You brought something forward that a lot of people are only just now starting to tune into. And thank you.
Yeah, I'd like to second that.
Oh, well, you're welcome. I'm just honored to hear you say this, and I'm living it as much as I am, because I'm just still me. But I value that so much, so much. If I ever run into you guys on your tour, I will just feel like I've been there the whole time with you.
There was a great movie that the name escapes me now, but Kiefer Sutherland was in it, and Dennis Hopper. And there's a line in it. Dennis Hopper says, "The 90s are going to make the 60s look like the 50s." And I was so excited when I watched that movie, and I thought, God, I hope so. He might have been 20 years out, but I think it's this decade that's going to make the 60s look like the 50s.
Is that The Prophet?
No.
Yeah. Well, it feels so familiar. It really does. I listened to Randy, and all that, and I listened to the Montana folks, and man, they're with it. You're all with it. And I was with it. It's like, when we gather to.
Yeah, you still are.
There's no walls about it.
To say that even then, yes, right, we were with it, and I just landed there, and the people around me just took me in. I had my 2 daughters with me, little ones, and the world changed. It changed, and I saw who I was, and so the turmoil that had come right before that, which was the breakup of my marriage and that family, was totally replaced instantly, and I felt like I went to the moon or something. I probably did.
Well, I heard you say earlier that you were a singer.
I'm a violinist and fiddler. I'm not a singer.
You're not a singer.
I've sung backup and stuff like that. I've studied music from a kid in orchestras, and my mom taught me piano when I was little, so I've always played music. And so I just chucked the school teacher thing and said I'm going to teach my own stuff, and I'm going to play. And I've been on the road and in country bands and top 40 and old time rock and roll, and now for the last 20 years I've been studying Scottish traditional music, because the fiddle in that music gets to use all the classical technique that I had before. So now I have my own band here in Oregon, and we play Scottish music for Scottish country dancing, and very traditional. So sometime maybe if you have some other music shows or something, I don't know what fiddle would come out like coming over the phone. It would be kind of weird.
It could be. I don't know. Well, I'm so glad you've called in, though. And your whole generation is an inspiration, and we've been able to carry the best forward, I think, of what you did, and learn a lot from the mistakes that were made, and we're still making our own set of mistakes as we go, but there are no such things as mistakes. They're all just learning curves. And
we're human beings.
Like you. We're very excited about where we are.
Yes. Well, I'm with you, and I'm in the comfort of my home, and I'm happy to be relaxed enough to sit and listen and keep up with you guys, and I finally called.
We're so glad that you did. It was.
Oh, thank you guys. I really love you too. Like everyone says, we all love you, and love is really what it's all about. Isn't that right?
It really is.
It is.
Yeah.
And it's so nice knowing that we've got in this community people in their late teens and early 20s up to their 70s, into their 70s. This is across the board.
Yes. You guys you're a very fine bridge. You're the perfect bridge. I can't say enough about you. It's just fantastic. So thank you so much. And
thank you.
Long may you carry on.
One thing I want to say, in our dreams, we're all young.
Oh, that's right. That's right. And I do think about that.
We're all young.
Yeah. It's lovely, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Hey,
wink, wink.
If you have a minute, would you like a little short story from my meeting of the crew there in Mendocino those long years back? Very quickly. Well, let's see, 1974, and I'm driving my old phone. It was from the phone company. It was an old Dodge van that the phone company used to have, and we bought that and it was from my marriage, and that's what I took out of the marriage to put all my stuff in, put my kids in it, and drove from Michigan to Mendocino, followed the directions of my friend who was there, who I met in Michigan, and said he was going to be going out there. And so I followed the directions and ended up going up this really dirt road, winding up a mountain, and my car was, running on, I think probably it was down like at least one cylinder and maybe two, and it was really barely making it. So I had to go up this mountain on a dirt road and with curves on it, so I would have to back down when it couldn't make it around and then gun it and try to get around the next curve. Got there and then find the friend that I'm looking for, and then he introduces me to everybody. And it's a hot summer day, and they're saying, "Hey, let's go down to the water hole. We were just heading out." Well, they weren't wearing anything. We went down to the water hole, and I wear glasses, and I don't want to swim with my glasses on. So I had to take them off, and then they started introducing me, the newcomer, to everybody that was there. But I'm so blind that everybody looked the same. And then the next day after, we went on the big swimming afternoon and stayed cool and stuff. And then later in the evening when we're back up at the top of the hill, and I meet everybody again because we all eat together, I didn't know who anybody was because I hadn't seen them, even though I kind of recognized some voices. So that's my first memory of hitting the commune, and it was fantastic. I was there for about a year, and it was really fantastic.
Wow. That's a great way to meet everybody.
Yeah,
it really is.
Complete transparency.
You're all naked and you cannot make them out from one to the other.
Yeah. And we're all young, like in our dreams.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you so much again, Irene, for calling in and connecting, because we don't know who's out there. It's a sea of voices, and it's just beautiful.
Yeah.
We feel you all out there, but to hear your voices and to connect is perfect.
Yes, I feel that way, and thank you so much. You're always inviting me, and I did try one more time, but I chickened out while I was in the queue, and I don't know why, but this time was the right time to do it because Jerry and you set me up. I was laughing so hard I just had to call. That was hilarious.
Well, I think Jerry's still with us, so she can hear you. I'm sure she appreciates that.
Oh, good. Yeah, she's so right on. You guys are all right on. Everything you do, I just love it. So keep up the fine work.
Thank you, Irene. We're here for the duration. So.
Okay, I love it. I honor you for that. That's just fabulous. Thank you. And I'll just let you go. Mm-hmm.
Okay, we've got a couple more with their hand up, so we'll talk to them soon. Thank you, and bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, wow. Bob, you good to keep going? We've got two more with their hand up.
I'm good.
Okay. We have area code 509.
Oh, yes. Hi, Lisa.
Yes.
Bob, this is Jason.
Hey, Jason.
Hi. Yes. Oh, man, I've been with it since I first heard it on January. I was on the in5d.com's website, and he has a great alternative news section, and had an interview with Brian and Heather. And what was fun, too, was that was just like a normal routine that I would check all the updates around the world at that place, because I really liked how they had a different way of looking at all the events in the world, and had pulled in a lot of information from around the world about that.
Mm-hmm.
So I had the prelude in mind of something that was going to inspire the world to get together, to be together, and get rid of this other system that we've been so accustomed to. And it reminded me of something that I had before. And like at the root of all of this is unity consciousness or separation consciousness. When you have unity consciousness, everything is already here. It's already together. It's already a part of the experience. When you have separation consciousness, you think that you have to get there. You think you have to achieve something. And so when I heard the conversation, my unity conscious self went off loud and started screaming, and I've been following it ever since, been listening to every show. And I've just been amazed to watch the growth and the spiritual acuity expand. It's
spiritual acuity, nice word.
That is.
Well, it's something that just came to mind right when I started talking about this, thinking how I could describe this energy that I feel. It's quite fantastic. I'm so glad, too, that now everybody that listens to these shows can finally hear my voice, well, when they get to download the copy of it, but just know that everybody is connected, and I'm so glad to be here.
Where are you located?
I'm in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho.
Idaho.
Do we right next to Washington?
We really have.
But it was fun because one of the things in the groups on Facebook that ended up finding out was close to me is Patrick O'Donnell, and the one's over in Montana, and so I got to go meet up with him, and we spent a night of conversation together, and it just went on, and we had so much fun talking and just diving deep into the conversation.
And it's excellent. I'm glad. I'm so glad you're connecting physically with others in the community. That's wonderful.
I know, and that's what I was amazed about being a part of the experience too. Is that here was this idea in the back of my mind, and I'm getting able to express it with people online, and then all of a sudden find somebody close in and get to meet somebody that I never knew, just based off of this intention of unity consciousness and being kind.
Yeah.
It's great to have you along for the ride, Jason. I'm glad you joined us.
Yeah, it was funny, too, because I'm so glad that you extended this show, Lisa. Because I've tried, this is my 5th try of getting in on the show and talking. It was funny, too, because the circumstance at first was like, it was the world trying to prevent me from being able to do it. The conversation, I think it was a couple shows ago or last show where the conversation went blank for like 5 minutes. There was nothing on the air, and so I was in queue for a long time, and I just hung up the call because nothing was talking anymore. And then when I went upstairs, I still had my laptop tuned into the show, and I heard everybody talking, so I tried to dial it back in, and I dialed 1 right away, and I was just in queue for so long, and it had been a long enough show already.
Yeah, well,
so
for some reason, it just got right to keep going today.
Awesome. I do appreciate it. This is go ahead.
No, I was just going to say I appreciate you calling in. I mean, we've been putting the call out over the last couple of shows for people who have never called in to do so, because we know that there are so many out there who have been listening all year, or even from the beginning of the Collective Imagination show a year ago, and we've never connected with us. And just that one simple act of making a phone call and just making this connection, I can't express how strong and how powerful it is, because you're not alone.
It's a technological way that allows us to share stories. Do you understand that in ancient cultures, in the native cultures, that sharing of stories was their education. That was how they passed on wisdom. That's how they got to not just come together as a group of people, but to literally commune with each other. And we get to share stories with each other. You know, so add your voice to the story. It's more than therapeutic.
And nobody is insignificant in this journey. You know, we are all in this together. And, you know, if you're not shining your light and contributing your piece, we're missing out on you. You know? Yeah. So often people think that they don't have anything important enough to say. You know, that, and it's they do. Everyone does. Everyone has a pearl of wisdom to share.
Yep.
Everyone has something to contribute.
Most certainly. That's what, every time somebody speaks up, I remember that aspect of me thinking that and feeling like that. And it inspires me to react how I am now in my current circumstance. Oh, yeah, that's how it feels. And everybody talking brings those feelings out. And the feelings are the hardest things to describe in words because words are so vague. But you loop them together with good intentions, and they come out to be something spectacular.
Agreed. Thank you, Jason, for adding to the conversation and contributing your energy and your insights.
Yeah, definitely. I'm most privileged to have this experience. I remember being tormented by the world before and just couldn't figure out why creation, like I had a semi-belief in the Christian ideology of a separate God that's up there and the judgmental factor, and I took it on like it was a wisdom that I had to understand. And then the more I got into it, I knew that there's nothing sincere about that that's actually quite opposite of the nature of how things happen. And so started diving deep and finding out what was the source of all this. And that's when I came up with the root of this is unity consciousness or separation consciousness. And one of the best ways to be unified is to love. That's the natural way. I mean, we're built in it and we're made of it. So as long as we flow with it, that's what we'll see, and that's how we'll be. And so,
I'm actually lost for words now.
Yeah, it was quite spectacular, too, because I ended up finding a way to tap into the collective consciousness and also something else of a higher consciousness. I experienced something like a walk-in, and it came about when I was up at my grandparents' house. They flew down south for the winter to Arizona and asked me to stay over at their place, which was quite convenient because at the time I was pretty low on means, and I still wanted to enjoy something new and exciting, and so they offered this to me, and I took it up with respectful terms. And as I was up there, my car ended up breaking down, and so I had no means to provide for myself, but at the same time, I was able to collect quite a gathering of good friends that I'd met along the way, and that moment inspired me to go within and find this place deep within myself. I figured, too, because I didn't have anywhere else to go, because I couldn't go anywhere else. Everybody else, they would go to work and have their days of doing things, and I was just left up there, so I'd go into meditation, and deep in meditation, I'd try to find out where it was that I made the choice that inevitably led me up to where I am. And looking back on it, I noticed how I had made all the right choices when I looked at the world that I was very fortunate to be in this moment. and then ended up triggering this memory of this. So this memory of the moment that ended up giving me the foresight. I was able to see these things that were going to happen, and I didn't know how I got access to this, and I didn't even believe myself that I was accessing this, but I didn't have anything else to compare it to, so I went along with it, and I ended up seeing about, I estimate, 10 or 15 years worth of memories in the span of 9 months, and it was quite amazing because I was going through them like I was living them firsthand. I would be able to focus on the memories that I would have, and I'd be walking through the memory and actually physically touching the object and feeling the sense of that object being touched. And what happened to be so difficult, though, is that afterwards, having spent so much time, I couldn't remember anything of what I'd seen. So I started finding a way to translate that into something that would last, and I recognized feeling. And feeling is what's inspired these memories that I'm living through now. So what happened after that span of going through foresight, it's just amazing, is I ended up asking myself, why am I seeing this? And then I ended up finding out that I was going to be in a vehicle incident. And then I ended up finding out that I would find out when that was going to be. And sure enough, it happened. One night I was getting a drive back home, and I told my friends to pull over and walk back. And the next morning, car wreck with my wife. She wasn't my wife at the time, but my wife. And ended up living through this pretty serious collision. And it seems that everything that I had foreseen has come true. I am still here, and that gave me some good purpose for having the foresight. Because otherwise, I didn't know why I would see all these things. But now I understand that it was so I could walk out of the car and walk back. And so the next step, or the next intention, is growing this unity consciousness, is spreading the awareness of what's already here and what we can already access. And then everything that will follow is going to be naturally very beautiful.
That's a mind-blowing story you've just shared.
Thank you. Thank you for letting me share it. Thank you for creating the space for that to be welcome.
I'm blown away and honored that you've shared it. Have your visions gone from this point forward?
No, I haven't been able.
Okay.
Oh, good. Sorry, finish the question.
No. Well, I was just wondering, was this just a short span of time where you had a group of visions that took you up to a certain period of time, and now that they've stopped? Okay.
Well, it's not. It's hard to imagine because we have our concept of time as such a linear thing that it starts to end. But how it ended up being was that I don't know what my last memory was. I can never remember what I remembered.
Okay.
And so what ends up happening is that moments create these natural responses that I have ingrained in me, the way that I would respond if I was presented with a circumstance like this, and that emotional energy that I feel triggers my memory that this is what happened.
Okay, I think I get that. Yes, I follow.
Yeah, so I really don't have a memory of what was the first foresight that I had, and I don't remember what the last foresight that I had. But I remember as I go along, at certain moments, certain little cues, they trigger this memory. And so what's so fascinating, too, is all this, everybody starting to open up to this experience. Like, when I've been reading the channelings, I felt a bit at home about accessing that energy. One of the ways that I started to get into foresight was that I found a purity of consciousness, and then once I accessed that purity of consciousness, all this potential opened up, and I was able to set an intention down into that, and it gave me that ability. And what it ended up seeming like, too, is at the same time, I wasn't myself anymore. I would start to know a lot more things. I would start to not respond in my behavior patterns that I'd established before. And it seemed as though there was a higher influence in me to give me, direct my intention.
Does this sound like something you've experienced, Bob?
I'm losing, my battery light is going on the phone, so when there's silence, I'm like, oh crap, did I lose the call?
No, I think Bob's muted and he doesn't realize it.
I am sorry. You're right, I was. Yeah, I have had similar experiences. You know, it's not, I don't even know how it works. I know what I need to know when I need to know it.
Right.
Yeah. Yep, I know what you mean.
It's a knowing. I don't.
It is, and the hardest thing too is that I was plagued with, and I think that is a bit endemic, is doubt. Doubt plays the biggest tricks on our consciousness. We think we're getting somewhere, and then we have a doubt about it, and the whole circumstance gets rearranged. But when you have the knowing, the doubt doesn't have any space to enter.
Yeah, it's I guess it's the inflowment, right?
Right.
Jerry, did I say it right?
Jason.
Well,
yeah.
Jerry is Jerry's word, so.
Oh.
Inflowment.
Oh, right. Yeah, sorry. Well, again, I'm going to say thank you for calling in, Jason, and it's so nice to hear from you. And thank you for sharing, because that was amazing. And I'm sure that you've helped a lot of people who are having similar experiences.
And that's what I'm hoping to inspire, too, that I come out like this and somebody else is going to go, oh, yeah, somebody finally admitted it. This was safe ground to talk about now. It's open.
No holds barred on this show.
Right?
That's right.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you, sweetie. We've got one more to go, and then we'll call it quits for today.
All right. Well, you're welcome.
Thank you so much.
Love you all. And I will try to make another call here soon.
Yes, do.
All right. Have a good night, Lisa. Good night, Bob.
You too, Doc.
Good night.
Bye-bye. Okay, lucky last. We've got 830. 830?
Hello. Hello, Lisa.
Is that Lydia?
Hey, sweetie. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Oh, awesome.
What a beautiful show. What a beautiful show. And punctuated by some very profound information right now. I'm like, just wow. Very, very amazing. I also hung on, sweet, because on a personal note, and by the way, hello, Bob.
Hi, Lydia.
Hey, Bob. I didn't want to be rude, so, but just on a personal note, Lisa, I just wanted to tell you that I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I feel your heart. I've been, if I might be presumptuous enough to say that I've been with you, and I'm so very happy where you're at and how you're feeling right now. And I wanted to tell you I love you, my sister, and I'm right beside you. I'm right beside you, and I wanted to tell you this.
Lydia, how do you do it? You make me cry every time. How do you do this?
Well,
the gift.
Well, I just, you know, when you have each other's heart, and there are those of us that do, we have, pretty profound connections. I just needed to let you know that, and that just that we're right here, side by side. And I didn't want to have the call go by and not be able to tell you, because I've not got hooked up to Skype yet. Like I told Judy that I was going to work on. I've just had little obstacles here and there in the way, but I'm going to get that done so that I have easier access. But I didn't want to tire you out because I know everybody's been on for a long time, but at the same time I couldn't hang up either, because such gratitude that you are where you are right now, and just that I love you and I appreciate everything that you've been doing.
I feel so wrapped in your love right now. Thank you
Good.
so much.
You're very welcome,
I'm
sweetie.
so glad that you did hang on.
Yes,
I love you, Lydia.
absolutely. I knew I had to. Such a profound connection I have. And like I said, I have your heart. You have my heart. I don't know how else to put it. I think that's,
Beautifully put. You do,
don't need
and
words
so do I.
sometimes. Yeah, you just don't need words. They get in the way sometimes. But, yeah. Just right here
Thank
with you,
you.
sweetie. Wanted you to know that. And I look so forward to being in touch and finding out everything that's going to be going on. Always, especially if we're going to have the blessing of you coming into the States. It's
I
just
would come
miraculous
for no other
time.
reason than just to hold you.
Absolutely.
That's
And I
reason
agree.
enough for me to come.
And I agree. And you guys would be, oh my God, also welcome in my home. Also welcome for whatever length of time. It would be an honor to be with all of you. And or either here or there or both. However we do it, I know we're going to do it. But just love you. And Bob, too, thank you for your generosity in the conversations that we've had, my brother. I always enjoy it so much.
Oh, I
And
love
I think
to hear your voice. I love to hear your voice.
Well, I do you as well. So, again, you guys made me laugh earlier. You guys just lots of laughs tonight, and I thought, oh my goodness, we've kind of turned a corner here because look how happy everybody is. Everybody is just so joyful and cutting up and having such a good time. And I thought, this is just miraculous. This is beautiful. So beautiful.
You can feel that we really have turned a corner,
oh my goodness, without a doubt. Without a doubt. You just feel it. You just feel it, that inward knowing. Yeah, it's just beautiful. But especially, sweetie, I wanted to tap you and let you know.
I feel tapped. I feel tapped, wrapped, and love.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, with that, I just give you guys blessings for you for a beautiful day, and Bob for a beautiful night's rest. And then I look forward for us visiting together again very soon.
I look forward to that too. What a perfect way to.
Yeah, perfect way to end the show.
Yes, perfect way to end the show.
Perfect. Yeah. Yes,
I want you on
and,
purely selfish reasons. I want you available. I want to know that I can ring you and just hear that voice.
You absolutely can. At any time. And I hope that you have my email contact, Lisa. I know Judy has all of my contacts. If it's easier for you to get them through her, she has my number. And then I, like I said, I'm going to, hopefully things are a little bit more in order now that I will get my Skype situation set up. And it should be a lot easier that way also.
It will be. Oh, I'm excited.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you so much, darling. I love you very much.
You're welcome, sweetie. I love you too. And have a beautiful, blessed day.
You too, Lydia.
You too, Lydia.
Okay, sweetie. Good night, Bob. Okay. Bye-bye.
Good night.
Bye.
Good night. Bye-bye.
What a perfect note to end the show on.
Yeah.
Lydia. Oh, my goodness.
Thank you, everyone, for calling in. It made such a great show.
Thank you for your songs and your poems and your sharings and your wisdom and your Ewok raps and everything.
And all your stories.
Your stories. Yeah. Thank you. So don't forget, tomorrow, enjoy. The guys do have a guest on whose name I don't remember. I'm sorry. And then what? Then what do we got? Spiral Journey on the following day. So
Spiral Journey, yep.
Spiral Journey. Bobby, I will talk to you, no doubt, soon.
Yes, I'm sure.
So thanks to everybody who called in, everybody who played in the chat room, everybody who was listening to this. If you have a song, maybe you feel inspired and write one and have the ability to record it, that would be wonderful. If you're prepared to offer that song up for a compilation, a One People compilation album. Let's play with this idea. I think it's a great one. And thank you all very, very much. Thank you, Bob.
And good night, everyone.
Good night.